Hello and welcome to another episode of Haringey Box Cup 2022, this time featuring Nyousha Nakhjiri. She's the boxer here in red from Team BC, that's British Columbia, all the way out in Vancouver, Canada. She's also the ranked #1 national champion in Canada, and she's going to be representing her country at the upcoming Olympics. Now, coming into this tournament, I didn't really know much, if anything, about her, and wow, was she impressive. Footwork, the skills on display. She boxed well on the back foot. She was smart, she was trying to set traps, use the jab well. High boxing IQ, you can really see her thinking throughout when she boxes. You can see some clever footwork, trying to set some traps even with the footwork. And there, she's not afraid to trade and exchange blows, but does it in a clever way where she's not, getting caught up in a brawl. Score the points and get out of there. Now, coming into this tournament, I was looking out for a few female boxers, notably Viv Parsons and Kelsey Oakley. I hadn't seen either of them compete before, so I was really looking forward to that. Also Ella Harris, she had boxed Kelsey at the national championships, so I was looking forward to see that, if they both made it into a final, that is, which they did. But back to Nyousha, didn't really know much about her, and very impressive. Now, she came along with her teammates, Team BC. They took away the team of the tournament, 4 gold medals and 2 silver. They won an astounding 14 bouts out of 16, which is just a testament to them as boxers, but also to the team. What are these guys doing? I believe Dave Brett is their head coach, and just going into the end of the round here, we're going to listen to him and the way he obviously coaches his boxers.
Starting to feel comfortable, starting to feel relaxed, which is great. We want to box smart still, right? So when he hits it with a jab and it hits us, it's not necessarily smart. So when we're using our hands up to come in, I want you to commit to it, not just hands up and then not committing, okay? Otherwise, beautiful. Height change is beautiful. In the clinch, lead side hook is there all day. So get that hand free and start working away. You're doing great. Keep it going. Pressure is good. I want that pressure, okay? Have fun in there.
So very clear, concise, calm instructions there from Dave Brett. Just how well he relates to his boxers. He wanted the pressure and he wanted her to have fun. And you can just see her. She comes out into this round just a different fight, just full of confidence. You can see the smile on her face. So, wow, did she take on those instructions well? And I think that's a testament just to how intelligent a boxer she is. High IQ. We made a reel from this section, a little dance. You can see her opponent waves her on, and wow, she just made her eat that right hand. Beautifully set up. I think that's just testament and reflective of her boxing style. Quite aggressive when she needs to be, not afraid to mix it up. I think Nyousha's win, along with that of her teammates, really has to be put into context, because this is not a professional boxing contest where you've got a camp and you can get adjusted to the time difference. They flew out relatively soon before the tournament began. I think only a matter of days. If I'm incorrect, you can correct me in the comments. And it's a 9.5 hour direct flight. It's an 8-hour time difference, and they came. So just to have to adjust to that, you're starting on the back foot, and that really didn't hold these guys back. These guys and these girls, they done amazingly well, and I just thought it's important to make a note of that, because I do believe that it's quite a disadvantage coming into a tournament, a box cup, where you're fighting 3 days on the trot. In Nyousha's case, it was only 2, but nevertheless, I think that can make a big difference. So with this round coming to a close, we're gonna switch over to an interview that I got with Nyousha. And I know earlier on I said that I didn't know much, if anything at all, about her coming into this tournament, but that's not entirely true because I knew enough about her to know that she's someone I should get an interview with, and I'm so pleased that I did, because you guys can get to hear from herself a little bit about herself, her boxing background and future aspirations and challenges of boxing, being a boxer, a female boxer, all the way out in Canada, British Columbia. So let's switch over to that now. Nyousha, congratulations, you're in the final. Give us an introduction. You're from BC, Canada, right?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I mean, this is my first year on the Canadian national team, and second international tournament in a short period of time. We were just in Holland for Eindhoven Cup. And yeah, I feel like this is an awesome place to be. I don't know.
So you guys traveled all the way from Vancouver to here. That's like an 8 hours difference, right? So
oh yeah, a 9.5-hour flight, quite a long way to come. So it's great that, you know, I made it to the finals because I definitely wanted the experience of getting as many fights as possible.
So tell me, what does the Harringay Box Cup mean to you, and what would it mean to you if you were to win it?
Well, it means a lot, honestly. Right now, I'm in that stage of my career of getting as much experience as possible, especially against high-level people like there are here. And my first couple of international tournaments representing Canada, and BC, British Columbia. So winning it would mean a lot to me, for sure.
You looked like really confident in there, great footwork, letting the hands go. If I was to like describe you as a boxer, there was a bit of Nassim Hamid going on there. Like, you know, there was a lot of flair, but good technique and stuff. How long have you been boxing for? Where do you take your boxing inspirations from?
I've been boxing for about 6 years. My inspiration, I watch a lot of different styles. I watch a lot of different fighters, and I piece together a little bit of this, a little bit of that to kind of just, over the years, I've made up my own style, I guess. And I started back in North Vancouver. I've been with the same club since I started Griffin's Boxing, and then made my way to Team BC, and then this past year I've made my way to Team Canada. So it's just getting that experience as I progress, and then getting more and more confident in the ring, being able to put together the little pieces that I learn along the way.
If you could tell me about the boxing culture in Vancouver, is it big? Like, just describe the scene to me, please.
It's not huge. I mean, compared to here, it's very, very small, but it is really growing, especially in the past few years. Obviously, COVID, everything stopped everywhere, but the couple years leading up to it and since things are starting to open, boxing is really starting to grow. Again, it's not a huge boxing culture. So for me, for example, to get fights past a certain level, I need to be doing a lot of traveling from place to place, but it's nice that it's starting to grow, especially in British Columbia and Canada. The whole Boxing BC team is really coming together, and we're growing a lot of high-level boxers.
Is the difficult part of your preparation, the quality of sparring and having to travel for that?
Yeah, so for sure it is challenging to get good high-level sparring. For me, I've been fortunate to have been able to travel a lot in the last couple of months. I've been super active. I've had probably 10 fights in the last 2 months. So I've gone from the States to Netherlands to England now, and that's where I'm getting a lot of experience. But when I'm back home in BC, we try to, obviously I have a lot of sparring partners who are guys, like the guys closer to my weight class, because it is harder to find females who are at that level, who have the number of fights and also the experience to be good sparring partners. So that's always a bit of a challenge. There are quite a few, but we're just spread out a little bit. Right now, I came with another girl from Boxing BC and 4 of our guys. And she's in a different island than me, so it's not easy to always set that sparring up. But I feel like within the next few years, as we have like another generation coming up and getting more experience, it's hopefully gonna get a little bit better, but Yeah, for sure one of the challenges is always just traveling from club to club, city to city to try to get that sparring.
In your semi-final bout, it looked like kind of like halfway through the first round, you grew in confidence and you worked your opponent out, and then it was a lot of flair. What can we expect to see from you in the final?
I mean, obviously, it will change a little bit based on who I have in front of me. You know, I have a lot of different, I guess you would say, styles of boxing, and I try to adjust based on who I have in front of me. We're gonna go back and review the footage with my coach, and also try to get some, you know, info on my opponent for tomorrow, and just put together a game plan leading up to it. But you know, generally speaking, there's times where you just don't know much about your opponent, and I'm gonna go in there, try to set things up, do my thing, and then adjust as I need. It's hard. Yeah.
Look forward to seeing it. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah,
Look forward to seeing you in the final.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
On the jab there. Good girl, Jay.
Through the middle, Jay. That's it.
Keep it long. Just back on the jab, Jay.
So in the final against Repton's Jade, she won the London Senior Elite final prior to this competition. And before coming to a close, I just wanted to contextualize what Nyousha was saying about the challenges of distance, having to travel far and wide to get good quality sparring in. And that's something that the female boxers in London, the UK, and I'm sure the rest of Europe are all too familiar with. However, I think it's worthy of mention that in British Columbia, just everything is so much further away than it is in Europe. You know, it's not the high street culture that we're used to. It's not uncommon to have to drive 10 miles just to get to your supermarket or the mall. Kelowna is about 5 hours drive, I believe, to Vancouver, and a couple of the boxers, I believe, were from Kelowna Boxing Gym. So I think it's the same set of challenges, but just on a completely different level when it comes to distance. So for that, I would like to commend and congratulate Nyousha, the rest of her teammates, just doing so well in this competition, especially when the London amateur boxing scene is absolutely on fire at the moment. And to come away with these medals, that really does have to be congratulated. So I hope you guys and girls have enjoyed the video. Please leave your comments below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It would really mean a lot, and hit that like button. I look forward to reading those comments and producing the next episode.
Yeah, baby.
And the result of bout number 7 in ring B, your winner, Harrogate Boxing Cup champion for 2022, female elite class under 52 kilograms, by way of a 4-1 split decision, your winner in the red corner, Nakhjiri. Your appreciation also, please, for Repton's Nyousha in the blue corner. Thank you.
Hadi, gel sabah.